Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. Host Fred Arnold on the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Spotlight. Marnie Nemcoff, joined by my friend of so many years at Matadors Community Credit Union. Marnie's been 23 years in marketing. And you've been with Matadors for some time, haven't you?
14 years
14
this
years.
year.
I knew it was a long
time.
Yeah. We've
There's a
worked
reason why.
a lot together on marketing at the credit unions. My passion is to help small banks and credit unions survive in a world of big conglomerate banks, in my opinion. Doesn't look like I'm going to get hired by B of A anytime soon.
Why would you want to?
Exactly. I love small financial institutions, and Matador's one. I was on the board of directors back right after the earthquake in '94. But
You were?
so anyhow, let's talk credit unions. Let's talk about how typically Cal State Northridge Credit Union, Matadors, was tied to the university. But now you can join by being in part of the community.
Yes, you are correct. We began in 1963. We were formed by a group of Cal State Northridge, back then it was San Fernando Valley State College, professors and staff who said, we want to pool all of our money and give loans out to our university community. So that's how the credit union started. So back in 2000, we got a community charter. So now anybody who lives, works, or worships in the Santa Clarita, Simi, or San Fernando Valleys can join.
So live, work, or worship
That's
in
right.
the Santa Clarita, San Fernando, and Simi Valley areas.
That's right. And their immediate family members. are
Perfect. And
also
you can
eligible.
join, so you don't have to be a part of Cal State Northridge or an alumni.
No, just live in our communities,
Yeah.
work in our communities.
Love that.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's talk about what makes you different than other financial institutions and other credit unions.
I would love to say our customer service. We do have fantastic customer service, but that's not what sets us apart. Any financial institution can say that. We are very, very involved in our communities. I was board chair for our local Chamber of Commerce last year. Our CEO is on the board for a local nonprofit. We work with a lot of local nonprofits as well. And one thing we do is we started a financial literacy program where we go into local schools and nonprofits and some underprivileged organizations to talk to kids and kids of all ages about financial literacy, smart money management, because we want them to be smart, make smart decisions as they get older.
Well, it starts really when they're young and being able to open an
It
account
should.
then. Yes.
It should, and there are many adults out there who aren't as savvy as they should be, and they pay a lot in fees that they don't need to be. So.
Yeah. Of course, all my children have Matadors accounts, and
Thank you.
my son was complaining as a 17-year-old dad. I said, hey, I need you to reimburse me for something. We were going 50-50 on something, and I paid for all of it. And I go, well, you need to reimburse me. He goes, but Dad, I can only get $20 a day out of my Matadors account. I said, they designed that way on purpose because you're 17 years old.
Exactly. And yeah, we want kids and teens to grow up to be smart adults when it comes to making financial decisions.
Yeah, I love that. And if anything, my son's having to plan out how he's taking money out to pay for something, which requires you to think about it. And I
Great.
think it's so important.
Love that.
Let's talk about products and services.
Okay.
Now, I love you do home loans, but home equity lines of credit, we send so many customers your way because of the home equity line of credit.
And we thank you for that. We have a great home equity line of credit product, 10 years interest-only payments. We don't charge a fee. A lot of banks will charge you an application fee. We don't do that. And we really want to help our members. We're not just there to bring in as many accounts and loans as possible. We truly want to help out our members.
I just recently I have a lease, and I recently wanted to buy out of my lease. I was in this cycle of always having a lease on my car, and I wanted to buy it out, and my rate was little to nothing. It was, I think, below 2. I can say that, but of course the APR was around there, but it was very inexpensive to get. It was very quick to get, but I was able to buy out my lease and get a payment that was next to nothing.
Yep, we can definitely help with car loan refinances as well. Many people are keeping their cars right now because it is a little expensive to buy a new car. So we're helping them stay in their cars by refinancing and lowering their payments.
Now, the one thing that I have to say, though, is cars are lasting a lot longer. So you can have a car
That's true as well.
150, 200,000 miles with no problem. And Matadors has always been there to help us. So let's talk about some customers you've been able to help in the past. If someone goes in, do they have to be a member first, or do they apply with the membership when they apply for a loan or open up an account? Tell me that process.
That's a great question. They do not need to be a member before they apply for a loan. If they apply for the loan and it gets funded, they decide to move forward with it, we will help them establish membership with the credit union. So no, they do not have to join the credit union first.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I do want to tell a quick story if you have any you want to share with clients that got loans. But I had a client recently where the credit score was just a little bit lower, and the client was going to pay a huge premium to get that loan. Fannie, Freddie, we were able to take it to the credit union, no problem. You didn't add extra for that. Everything else was clean on it. Great job. They just happened to have a couple collection accounts from medical that they didn't know anything about. And your team was able to work with us on that,
Love
which
it.
was huge.
Love it. Yeah, I have a quick story. So we had a member who had an older dog who needed surgery. He didn't want to put it on his credit card. He didn't have money in savings to pay for it. So we helped him get a personal loan, low interest rate, 5-year term, where he was able to get the surgery for his dog. His dog is happy and healthy, I'm happy to report. And he has low monthly payments. So I love hearing stories like that.
Absolutely. And it is hard to get a personal loan at almost any financial institution. You're going to pay a very exorbitant rate. So I'm happy to hear that. One last thing I want to mention. I've had solar on my last 2 homes.
Thank you, yeah.
Solar is something that Matadors is very good at.
Yes, we're very progressive when it comes to energy efficiency and solar. We do have solar loans if you want to purchase solar panels for your home. We also have energy efficiency loans. So if you want to add windows, a new water cooler, you can't afford it, we have extremely low rate loans to help out homeowners with things like
And
that.
very simple and easy to get. Those that want to reach out to the credit union, I don't go in there as often because I get to use a local ATM, but how can they reach out to you?
They can call us, 818-993-6328.
Which is MFCU, right? Yes, it is. I memorized it for the last 25 years.
Look at you. Our Chatsworth branch is also open on Saturdays from 9 to 1, so feel free to visit us, and also on the web at matadors.org, matadors.org.
Yep, and a great app on my phone. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
great. Thanks for coming in. Marnie
Thanks for having
Nemcoff,
us.
yeah, absolutely. Matadors Community Credit Union, a different way to bank, a better way to bank. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Fred.
Absolutely. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Fred Arnold, on KHTS.